fans! Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to show you how to make a maxi dress with sleeves. So if you want to learn how, keep on watching. I'm going to be using this bodice pattern that I drafted a few months ago. If you want to learn how to make your own, I'm going to have it linked in the description box below, including the how to make a princess seam bodice patterns. Here, obviously, I already cut the fabric, and that is going to be the back bodice. In the front bodice, you will have three pieces since this is going to be a princess seams. So you will have something like this. As you can see, the side panels are a little longer. That's okay because you are following a curve. So once you sew it together, it will match perfectly. Now I'm going to place the side panels like this, right sides are facing. It's going to be a little tricky because you are sewing a curved line, but it is doable. You just have to be very careful. I also cut out the sleeves and I also have a tutorial for this, so I'm just going to have it linked in the description box as well. Just going to pin the side panel. I am going to pin it to secure and I'm placing the fabric right sides together. Going to sew it from here all the way down, and I'm also going to do the same thing on the other side. Obviously, you can also do a basting stitch. The fabrics will not move while you're sewing. I am also going to be using a stretch stitch. If you can't find that, you can use a narrow zigzag stitch. As I reach the curve here, I am doing it ever so slowly because I just don't want to stretch the fabric and I also don't want to move the fabric. And it should look something like this. So now that the front bodice is done, it's time to sew the back bodice and the front bodice together. Be sure that the right sides are facing, and I'm going to sew the shoulder seams and the side seams. So for the bottom of the dress, I just fold the fabric in half like this and I place the bodice and trace an A-line shaped dress like this. And this style is much more fitted. This is another option. If you want to, you can just gather it where the blue lines are. That's actually much better because it will give you room around the belly area. Now that I cut out the fabric, I should have two pieces. I'm going to sew the side seams, doing about 1/2 inch seam allowance. It's time to sew all the pieces together, the bodice, the sleeves, and the bottom of the dress. If you notice, I also finished the neckline. I just double fold it and sew it all the way around using a stretch stitch. Now I am going to put the bottom inside the bodice. Right sides of the fabric are facing, and then I'm going to match the side seams first and then work my way around and pin it to secure. And I'm going to sew it all the way around using a stretch stitch since I am using a stretchy material. It's really important that you use a stretch stitch or zigzag stitch so the seams or the threads will not break. Also going to put the sleeves inside the armhole matching the underarm seams and then pin it to secure. After I sewed everything together, it should look like this, and you can stop here. This is a midi length skirt, but because ruffle is so in right now, I decided to use the leftover fabric as the ruffle, so I just split it in half and I'm just going to gather it and then sew the two pieces together to form a tube, and I'm going to sew it on the hemline of the dress. Now I'm going to match the ruffles and the hemline just like this. I'm going to place it inside. The right sides are facing, and I'm also going to match the side seams. And then I'm going to sew it all the way around. Make sure that the gathers doesn't move while you are sewing. Now all I have to do is finish the hemlines and the dress is done. I am using a twin needles here. This is what it should look like. It will give you like a professional finish. So what do you think of our matching dresses? Yay or nay? Make sure to leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I upload every Monday and Friday at 9 o'clock in the morning. I will see you in my next video. Bye!